It's 7:28 in the p.m. Do you know where Richie's at?
Corner of Clarkson and Utica.
Not yet, sir. I'm still at the corner of 46 and Winthrop. Winthrop be much better for them to, try to get it off. But I will let you know when I'm walking out to be at, what'd you say I'll be at?
Utica and Clarkson.
Yes, sir. The fucking coffee.
Roger Lee. Hello, what up? Roger Rugo. Hey, poor good buddy. What's going on out here? What is going on out
here? It's 7:33 in the p.m. Do you know where the Duck Mud's at?
I'll kick you in the fucking knee. Throw you down the stairs and I'll make you pee. It's my rap song. 33, I'll break your fucking knee. I'll kick you down the stairs. And I'll take a pee. Roger Wilco. Hey, Richie, I'm happy I don't live over there. That's why I don't have to hear the people you hear. That bunch of jerk-offs.
I don't hear none of them now. They all running scared back in the cut. I'm going to key up and let you know when I'm leaving the 20. And, well, they're all out there perpetrating a fraud, and we're going to hear some stories tonight, but I'm going to key up for anybody that's out here, let them know when I'm leaving, and then I'm going to rock the video gate all the way to the spot, and a couple of other videos. The King rocking them out just like that.
Roger. What was that picture of? That picture of the house, what was that?
Oh, that's Birdman.
Oh, okay.
You mean the one with the upside-down Doug's cap and the prick in the middle?
I couldn't really see it that way, yeah.
All right, what color was it, blue or white? That's the bottom line.
I think it was white.
Oh, if it's white, that's Punky Fireman's. If it's blue, it's Birdman's.
Oh, okay, so I can tell the difference now.
Right, Punky Fireman's got a pickup with a top and a big white garage. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's actually there's a second white one with some guy standing there trimming the hedges. That's the bird mommy daddy house. But the blue one is Bird House, and the white one that was up months ago, that's Punky Fireman. So NYC Radio Wars will give you Punkies, and NYC Mutts give you the Cokie Bird.
Yeah, right, I got you. Hold on a minute.
All right, I'm on the side getting dressed so I can rock out of here. Give me a minute.
10-fold. Don't be a pain in the ass. Hold on a minute. Hallelujah. All the freaks come out, dressed up as what they really want to be. What they wish they could be.
Oh, you don't want to see what I'm wearing, bro.
Roger D. Nah. 10-4-9. I guess I'm the guy with the silver and gray truck, I guess, that brought you some. Who the fuck knows? Who cares?
You know something? With this costume, I just might give them their selfie.
So you listening? I was out here with Frankie a little bit. Why? Did you hear what I was talking about the guy that killed the cop? No, I didn't hear about it.
Johnny?
You know that he's out? Oh, well, the reason why he was out?
Johnny? Johnny Rat.
Hold on, Rich. I hear you trying to get in there, Rich. This guy had 20 prior arrests, right? And 4 of them happened to be felonies with drug-related, being a drug dealer. So he had the right to say that he was an addict, and he was released to go into a rehab program.
felonies, and they got like a loophole to let him be released into a drug rehab program, then let him out on the street, in other words.
Correct. To only deal drugs again and then get caught or to almost get caught before you shot the cop.
Johnny Rat,
Go ahead.
just for the record, sir, on the new channel, NYC Mutts, you are the star. That video is called Cop Killer Gets Off. So you might want to go check that. That's everything you were talking about the other night. This video now became Cop Killer number 2. Just for the record, 9 minutes and 50 seconds in, I'm back in the cut.
Yeah, you gotta love our system that allows a drug dealer, a known drug dealer, 28 arrests, 4 felonies on the fucking in a program. Because he claims now, because the other 4 arrests were non-violent, this is the first one that had any type of violence to it. So he's allowed to claim that he was a drug addict, and in order for him to go into rehab and release on the street before this killing. Imagine that. Imagine that's what we pay for. Imagine that our tax dollars go to fucking public attorneys, public given attorneys that protect the people like him.
Johnny, the only thing that public attorney will say, and this is what they'll say when you ask them why, the only line they're going to give you, to me, it's on the same level as it's a matter of national security. It's a bunch of bullshit. But the line they're going to give you to that question is, everybody deserves a defense.
That program, that's fucked up. Think about that. Some bullshit. They're out in like fucking a month later. They're out walking the street.
Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Well, I take it you didn't hear what I said, so I'm not going to repeat it. It just goes to show, man, that, that's just the way the system is. But if you ask me, man, and hell with it, I'll tell you again. The attorney's going to come up with the bullshit excuse when you ask them why. They're going to give you a same line that holds as much weight to me as it's a matter of national security, which is a bunch of bullshit. It's called everybody deserves a defense.
Yeah, everybody deserves a defense. Well, how about because he was making so much money, how about he was walking around with $400 pair of sneakers, maybe $1,000 watch, maybe, he had a solid gold necklace around his throat. That how can he possibly need a public defendant if he has all of these luxuries of life? Because he lives in the fucking projects? You know what? My ass. And this is why our tax dollars work against us. If there was no tax dollars, there'd be no defense. There'd be nothing, and none of that. They don't deserve any of that. They don't deserve public defendants when they have money, when they have cash in their pocket, when they're found with $5,000 in their pocket, and they don't have a pot to piss in, they don't have a job, right? But they got that $5,000 in their pocket. I don't feel that the government should be obligated to give them a public defendant. I'm sorry.
No, that's a known fact there. That's a God's honest fact. But you see, Johnny, to make him eligible, what happened is they probably stated that this is drug money and it's confiscated, so he has Zilcho, even though it was on his possession. But you know how it's going to work, Johnny. There's something called the blue line. 1,000 to 1, he operates within the other side of that blue line. So it's going to come down to this, Johnny. First of all, he's got to make it to the next court date, and he's got to see this thing out. But if speculation and conjecture and out of the whacked out blue is actually true, they're going to kill him. So, you know how that's going to wind up. I'm going to give you a cool story, Johnny. A guy raped a little girl. Raped her. Cole got caught red-handed. They let him out 3 days later. Day number 4, he was found on Avenue D between 6th and 5th, dead. It just so happened that the little girl's uncle was a cop. I ain't gonna tell you who the two hitmen were.
Yeah, 10-4. I even like this other thing they came up with. If you're a drug dealer, John, right, and you're the age of, say, above the age of 40 or 35, and if your customers are above the age of 35, 40 years old, and you get pinched, you go home. They won't even prosecute you. You know why? Because you're not dealing to young kids. They can, change their future by getting addicted to the drugs that you're selling. But if you sell to guys that are 40 years old and above, then, they made their bed already. They made their life, and they're not going to change. So why even bother putting them in the system? How do you like that?
Who made that fucking law? Whoever thought of that should be fucking hung. So in other words, he's pretty much saying, okay, you guys are this age, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and that's it.
As long as your clients are older, instead of being, the 18-year-old clients, or the 19-year-old clients, the 20-year-old clients, as long as your clientele is above 35 years old, and you get pinched, you're not going to spend any jail time. You're going to pay a fine, and you're going to go back home and start your business up again, and you're going to re-up, and you're going to start up.
Wow. That's fucked up. No wonder why the world's so screwed up, man. Think about that. That's why you got all these older people driving around selling drugs and nobody even knows about it, because they look legit, like they're driving around with their glasses on, with the seatbelt on, and their little BMWs, and nobody even looks twice at them. And meanwhile, they're fucking mad drug dealers.
They've been selling strong for over 3 decades, and they got a real good little trusted clientele that they never ever had any beefs or problem with. They weeded out the fucking liabilities, and I agree with you 100%. And they can't run around doing it if it ain't for the crooked cops on the take as well.
Yeah, well, I know a bunch of stories about that too. And I know some of the secrets what they do. I know for a fact that if you go to someone's house, if you're dealing on the street, that's a different story. You get caught there on the street. But if you're a dealer and you carry drugs in your car, you can go in the person's house and sell the drugs in the house and come back out and you can't get busted. Because they can't prove if you bought it from the house or you sold it to them.
Is that the first person of the day or the 50th person of the day?
Doesn't matter. Exactly.
I tell you, you don't want to believe me, but who the United States needs for president is fucking Rudy Giuliani. And once that happens, a couple of cats need to whisper in Rudy's ear and watch how Rudy sets the balls in motion. I'd give anything to see Rudy Giuliani as president.
He fucking ruined a lot of things, a lot of good things for us too, that guy.
He's so fucked up. Maybe at one time he probably would have. I don't think anymore. I really don't.
Hold up. I don't want to see Rudy as president because the job he did as mayor. I want to see Rudy as president because of the job he did as prosecutor.
Yeah, 10-4. I mean, because I enjoyed it. I used to enjoy lighting up fireworks,
I enjoyed anything that had to do with making moves on Rudy's collars.
Maybe like a DA, maybe? I don't know. What would he be good at?
He already was a district attorney.
That's what I mean. What else could he probably do? He's already a mayor. What possibly more could he do unless he goes, what could he be, a senator?
Hold up! District attorney? Nah, don't classify him as district attorney. What kind of a district attorney was he?
I'm saying he was already the fucking mayor of the craziest fucking place in the world. So what else can we do?
Rudy was a very special district attorney. Very special. With a nice label.
Remember when Ed Koch was a fucking mayor? Remember how fucked up the city was? Graffiti everywhere, Times Square was all fucking titty bars.
Yeah, it's the good old days.
Now it's like fucking Disneyland, right?
Not for nothing, but drug distribution tripled when Koch took office.
Yeah, but there's been corrupt cops since the beginning of the police department. So what does that mean? That doesn't mean shit. Most of them are corrupt. There's a lot of them that aren't, but most of them are.
Hey, listen, you know what really cleaned up 42nd Street and that whole Times Square area, John? You know what really cleaned it up? The fucking internet.
I think so. Keeps all the perverts off the street.
Because supply and demand, you know what I mean? If they can get it in the privacy of their own home, why go out into the street? The business died out on the street.
Well, that's like everything else. Every other business died. That's right. Internet killed a lot of businesses. It also, it's, you know, and listen, we can't go back, man. It's like trying to, you can't go back. The internet's here to stay. It's going to be getting bigger and bigger every year. It's just like your phone. You know, people try to find a payphone that works now. It's impossible.
Hey, John, how about if I was to tell you that in a few years, when you drive up to McDonald's or walk into McDonald's, there's going to be nobody behind the counter. You're going to walk up to a screen. You're going to walk up and hit the menu. You're going to personally order your food. Not only that, but they're going to have changes in the menu, too. They're going to ask you what type of bread you want. How about this? You want pickles? You don't want no pickles? You want this? You want the special sauce?